Alright, you guys, welcome back. This is Let's Play Donkey Kong 64, Part 2. And we're going to go over to Cranky Kong. I have to kind of, redo this whole thing. I got all the way through Frantic Factory, and there was no faces on the... I don't know if I stated this in Part 1 or not, but there were no faces, on the pads, on the switches, or no instruments in the switches. So not only did I know whose switch was whose, but I also not only didn't have trouble with just that, there were the pads. There was a combination of 10 things it could be. It could either be a monkey's face of the 5 Kongs, or an instrument of monkey of the 5 instruments. So I had a 10% chance of actually getting it right, and it eventually was taking me like 10 minutes just to get the right Kong/instrument on each pad in Frantic Factory. And I'm like, I cannot do this whole entire game. So I had to search for a ROM that was actually going to let me see what I'm doing. Luckily, I found one that has faces on it, so we can go ahead and, yeah, I may have to restart, but I could at least LP the game now, which is nice. I've gone through a lot of trouble with this game. And it's also, happens to be one of the longest games ever, and it could be one of the most frustrating games ever. Oh, yep. Oh, yep. That's how you do it. Hit the tree and bounce it back. Teabag for joy. That's how we do it in Donkey Kong land. Donkey Kong's land. Alright, Cranky Barrel number 3. We gotta throw some barrels. Alright, there's 2 ways to do this. You could either hit and hold B, and it'll pick it up and throw it, or hit B, pick it up, and hit B again to throw it. Whatever you want to do. Because if you didn't know, you could actually pick it up and run with it, throw it, or you could just hold it on one and it'll do both. Run, jump for victory, pull, dance for victory, and jump up the tree for victory. Alright, that one's done. Now we do Cranky Barrel number 4. Alrighty, here we go. Welcome to bonus stage. Alright, so let's go ahead and climb up here. Just gotta, not miss that vine that I just missed. You know, don't do what I do because I don't do it right. Here we go again. Grab the vines and swing. And then duck in the air and spin around slowly like a robot. And that will finish the final Cranky Barrel. Boom. Squawks has a lot of talking to do in this beginning area. He kind of just likes to squawk a lot. Let's roll our way over, because this seems to be a pretty quick way to move into Cranky's lab. I don't know why he lives in a barrel that just magically comes out of the ground, but that beats me. Alright. And now he's going to give me this move, which allows me to slam my butt on things that have my face on it, such as switches, that we can actually see in this game. Yeah, I do have story skip on. It's because, for whatever reason, my Part 3 saved, but none of my other parts did, Part 2 and Part 4. So I have to go ahead and redo this, and I didn't want to watch the intro again. So it's only story skipping for this episode, I promise. After that I won't. See, look at this! There's a donkey face! I'm so excited. You don't even understand. Little kids are like, oh yay, donkey face. I'm like, yes! Donkey face! That means I can beat this game. Physically. It already will take a year to beat this game, but now I can actually beat it. Then Squawks comes down and tells you, look at this big place that you've opened. Nice job, Donkey. You never left the premises of that little area. He'll explain banana porting. You just stand on a pad once you've initiated 2 in a specific area. 5 links to 5, 1 links to 1, etc. For the sake of this LP, I'm going to organize it in a way where all the videos are of a specific area. So, like, for instance, right now I'm doing Donkey Kong Isle, so... Or in the game it calls it Isles. I don't know why. Maybe because they're counting K. Rool's place as an aisle itself, or those little things as aisles. I don't know. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get as many of these banana warp pads as possible for this part. Whoop. Because then it's kind of like we could just, you know, keep it organized. If someone's looking for stuff for Donkey Kong Island, they could go ahead and find it. So this episode is the first Donkey Kong Island part, but on top of it, it is also, I'm doing the Cranky Barrels, I'm getting both 1, 2, 3, and 5 pads, and I'm also getting one of the 4 pads. Did I get the other 3 pad? Yes, I did. I just wanted to make sure real quick. I couldn't remember if I did. There's nothing in my favor here. Now we have the both 1s, both 2s. We have to get another 5 pad. Way over yonder. But I think that's a good way for me to organize it, especially like when I'm titling it and everything. And it's easy to follow then, or if people are trying to find out how to beat it for whatever reason this late. For whatever reason, maybe another Donkey Kong game comes out in the new Wii, the Wii U or whatever, and allows me to get views on this, because then maybe people will be like, yeah, I'll go back and play Donkey Kong 64. Maybe they'll even recreate the Wii games, I mean, the other ones for the Wii, since it's not necessarily impossible. I think they can bring it back because Donkey Kong is a Nintendo character, and I know it's produced by Rare, but I think they could still bring this back. Yeah, we're just gonna story skip this guy. He basically explains that those logs need to be unlocked by boss keys. Each level has a boss key, and every time you bring him back a boss key, he does this and it unlocks the next level. Since we haven't been able to get into a level or a boss, he opens up the first one for us, which is right there. And as I said before, this is going to be the only episode with story skip. I just wanted to skip that intro, because I didn't want to watch that like 6-minute intro video again for the 90th time, because this just doesn't seem to work. Alright, so we can go ahead and one warp this way. There is a banana. Our first golden banana. Great, now we have 200 more to go. Then on to here we enter, and in here is actually where I'm going to stop and leave it for next time.